Hi, this is Trez Ibrahim from Life Mastery Solution. And I had lunch today with a new friend. And during our lunch, we were talking about dreams and goals and how do you manifest those things that you want in life, and what gets in the way of people manifesting what they want, and the fear that comes up when you start to dream big. And on my drive home, I started to reflect on some of the hard lessons that I've learned throughout my life about dreaming and goal setting and manifestation, and really stepping into a big dream, a big life that you know is calling you. And I had one of my hard lessons that I wanted to share with you, and the things I learned from it when I was a teenager. There was an experiential activity that I participated in as a teenager. I must have been around 14, 15 years old. And it was one of those ropes courses. So it was a huge, we're talking like SEAL Team 6 type obstacle course. At least that's how it felt when I was 13, 14 looking at this. You had to climb this really massive rope ladder and then traverse this rope in the sky and then go through, just all these obstacles. And one of the first things that the facilitator asked us to do is to set a goal. Like, where did we want to go? It wasn't like everybody had to finish it, but he wanted us to set a marker for what is our end reach. What goal do we have? And so, of course, for me, because I've always been the big dreamer ever since I was young, I was like, I want to go up the ladder, across this line, and all the way to the end. And most of the people that were in that group said they just want to go halfway up the ladder, or they just wanted to get to the rope up in the tree, or, they all had their own markers, which were a lot more comfortable than where I was. And an interesting thing happened. Everybody else got further than I did. Everybody else got if they wanted to get halfway up the ladder, they got all the way up the ladder. They wanted to get up the ladder, they actually traversed the rope. For me, I wanted to finish it. I probably got about a quarter of the way up the ladder. And when I came down, initially, it was almost mind-boggling, like, what happened? I didn't understand it. And during the feedback and the facilitation, everyone got to share what their experience was. And most of the responses were, I thought I can only go this far, but I made it even further. And so everyone was very excited about the ability to go further than what they had set their mind to. And after a while, again, because I'm still processing, trying to figure out, how did I fail so horribly? And so I shared, and I said, I set my goal to the end, and I only made it so far, and I don't know what that means for me. And I was looking for some wisdom, some advice, something to tell me what was going on. And he just kind of looked at me with a blank stare, because he had no idea, because most people in this experiment or in this activity were able to go further than what they set their mind to, because most people limit themselves and limit their dreams. And it always sat with me, because I didn't understand how you can dream so well and dream so far and still fail. And what the lessons that I've learned throughout my life, that now I can kind of put the pieces of the puzzle or work the dots backwards to understand what happened that day, is I focused on the end product. I focused on my end dream, which is what we all are told to do. We're all told to get really clear, get a clear picture of what is your dream. See yourself, at the finish line. See yourself accomplishing that goal, and make that real and make that vivid, and only focus on that. See yourself driving that Porsche. And what a really important piece that I lack, that I find a lot of people lack, is that we don't look at the steps that get us there. And so those are other pictures that we have to formulate as well. Like, what is the first objective, and can I see myself accomplishing that first step along that path? Can I see myself getting to the second step? Can I see myself getting to the third step? Because what happens is, if your dream is so clear, it's like there's no motivation to even start moving, because, and that's why, you wonder, that's why people who are big dreamers, will dream the same dream forever and then just wonder why things aren't happening, things aren't moving, things aren't being brought into their life. It's because there is no movement required, because it feels so real, it feels so vivid, that it feels like it's already here, and so there's nothing I need to do. And I know there's a way and there's a time to go into that mode where you are already vibrating at that frequency of the dream that you have. So yes, I get that. And there is real value to also seeing yourself at the first mile mark, at the 10th mile mark, at the 15th or the 20th mile mark. As you move towards your goal, see yourself putting in the work, see yourself in the blood, sweat, and tears, see yourself, pushing through that comfort zone, pushing through the edge of the life you've known, because you're going to hit that. You're going to, as you expand and as you grow and as you become a bigger version of you, you're going to hit a point where things are going to get tough, things are going to get uncomfortable, things are going to want to recoil you back to what you've known, what's comfortable. And so not only do you need to push through that, but you need to see yourself gracefully pushing through that. See yourself in the sweat and knowing that, it's not going to stop you. I can feel I know what to do now when things get tough. I know what to do now when I want to recoil back in fear. I know what to do when, my muscles start shaking, or when I'm in a mess because I don't know what the next step is for myself or for my life. I know what to do to build and break through those barriers. And so when you build those muscles and you build those skills and you see yourself in that, then that end product, that end dream, that finish line now becomes more accessible to you, because it's not just a pipe dream and as soon as you hit any roadblock or obstacle, you just kind of turn around and figure, well, there's nothing I can do. It's no, you practice and pushing through that. So I hope that was valuable. I wrote a couple of notes that I wanted to make sure I cover. Yeah, I guess I covered all of it. So the last thing I want to leave you with is, again, really be clear on, yes, what your end goal is. What is that dream? What is the finish line? But also see the mile markers. What's the first step that I'm going to get to, and how will I celebrate when I get there? And once I push through that, what's the next step in towards the path of my dream? So I would love to have you to hear what you think. Any comments, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.